The year is 2042. Humanity has made leaps and bounds in technology, exploring the cosmos like never before. Cities have transformed into sprawling metropolises, and the night sky is no longer a mystery, but a frontier. Astronomers at the Magellan Observatory, nestled high in the Chilean Andes, were baffled. This observatory, renowned for its cutting-edge technology and breathtaking views, had become the epicenter of an astronomical mystery. Their instruments, the most sophisticated ever built, had detected a gravitational anomaly in a nearby star system. These instruments, designed to capture the faintest whispers of the universe, were now screaming of something unusual. Something big, something massive was tugging at the star, causing it to wobble in its celestial dance. The anomaly was perplexing. The star's rhythmic dance, once predictable, now had an erratic partner. Telescopes pointed at the region saw nothing. The vast expanse of space, usually teeming with celestial bodies, was eerily empty. No planet, no rogue star, no cloud of gas and dust. The instruments, which had never failed them before, were now showing a void, a blank canvas in the cosmos. It was as if space itself was playing a cosmic joke, whispering of a phantom world. The universe in its vastness seemed to be hiding something, teasing the astronomers with its secrets. The astronomers checked their data, recalibrated their instruments, even took a break for some Chilean coffee, but the anomaly persisted. Despite their best efforts, the mystery deepened, leaving them with more questions than answers. The cosmos, it seemed, had one more enigma to unravel. Professor Evelyn Wright, a rising star in the astrophysics community, found herself particularly drawn to the mystery. Her fascination with the cosmos had always been more than just a professional interest. It was a deep-seated passion that drove her every action. The night sky, with its endless expanse and countless secrets, called to her in a way that nothing else could. She often found herself lost in thought, wondering about the myriad possibilities that lay beyond the reach of her telescope. She spent countless nights poring over the data, her brow furrowed in concentration. Each new piece of information was a puzzle piece, and she was determined to see the bigger picture. The data streams were complex, filled with noise and interference, but Evelyn had a knack for finding the patterns hidden within. Her colleagues often marveled at her ability to see what others missed, to hear the whispers in the data that spoke of something extraordinary. The gravitational signature was unmistakable. It was a clear indication of something massive, something that couldn't be ignored. The readings were consistent, pointing to a celestial body of significant size and mass. Evelyn's heart raced as she realized the implications of her findings. It belonged to a planet, a gas giant several times the mass of Jupiter. Such a discovery was monumental, something that could redefine their understanding of planetary formation and dynamics. The planet's sheer size and the gravitational influence it exerted on its surroundings were unlike anything they had encountered before. But how could a planet of that size simply vanish? The question gnawed at her, keeping her awake at night. Planets, especially ones of such magnitude, didn't just disappear. There had to be an explanation, something that eluded their current understanding. It defied all known laws of physics. The more she thought about it, the more perplexed she became. Was there a force at play that they had yet to discover, or perhaps an entirely new phenomenon that could alter the very fabric of space and time? The more Evelyn delved into the anomaly, the more she realized they weren't dealing with an ordinary celestial object. This was something far beyond the scope of their current models and theories. It was a challenge, a puzzle that demanded to be solved. This was something entirely new, something that challenged their very understanding of the universe. It was a discovery that had the potential to change everything, to open up new realms of possibility and understanding. And Evelyn was determined to uncover the truth, no matter where it led her. Word of the invisible planet, as it came to be known, spread through the scientific community like wildfire. Theories abounded, each more outlandish than the last. Some speculated it was a rogue planet, cloaked in a shroud of dark matter invisible to conventional telescopes. Others whispered about advanced alien civilizations possessing technology that could render entire planets invisible. The possibility, however remote, was too tantalizing to ignore. The invisible planet became a sensation capturing the imagination of the world. Driven by a thirst for knowledge and a sense of adventure, the international community pooled its resources to launch Project Shadow. A state-of-the-art probe equipped with the most advanced sensors and imaging equipment was meticulously constructed, its mission to pierce the veil of the invisible planet and unravel its secrets. The launch was a global event, broadcast live to millions around the world. As the probe, christened the Argus, hurtled towards its destination, a sense of anticipation and trepidation hung in the air. This was more than just a scientific mission. It was a journey into the unknown. Section 5. The Vanishing Act. After a 6-month journey, the Argus finally approached the calculated coordinates of the invisible planet. Data streamed back to Earth, confirming the presence of the massive gravitational anomaly. Excitement at the Magellan Observatory reached fever pitch. Then, without warning, the signal vanished. The Argus, along with all its precious data, had simply disappeared. Silence descended upon the observatory, a silence heavy with disappointment and a growing sense of dread. Had the invisible planet swallowed the Argus whole? Section 6. Echoes from the past. Months turned into years, and the fate of the Argus remained a mystery. The scientific community, once abuzz with excitement and anticipation, slowly turned its attention to other projects. The Argus, a beacon of hope and curiosity, was now a ghost ship, drifting silently through the cosmos. Its mission to explore the unknown reaches of space seemed to have ended in silence. The once vibrant control rooms, filled with the hum of computers and the chatter of scientists, were now quiet. Dust settled on the consoles and the screens went dark. The world moved on, but the Argus remained, a silent sentinel in the vast expanse of space. The invisible planet, once a symbol of scientific curiosity, became a stark reminder of the vastness and indifference of the cosmos. It was a humbling experience for humanity, a reminder that the universe is vast and unyielding. The stars continued to shine, indifferent to the fate of the Argus. The Milky Way, a river of stars, flowed across the night sky, a constant in a universe of change. The desert, barren and desolate, mirrored the emptiness of space. It was a place of beauty and solitude, a reminder of the fragility of human endeavors. Just as the scientific community was about to consign the Argus to the annals of space exploration failures, a faint signal was detected by a radio telescope in New Mexico. The technician on duty, accustomed to the routine hum of the equipment, was startled by the unexpected blip. It was faint, almost lost in the sea of cosmic noise, but it was there. A signal, a whisper from the void. The technician's heart raced as they double-checked the equipment, ensuring it wasn't a malfunction. The signal persisted, a ghostly echo from the depths of space. It was a garbled transmission, barely discernible from the cosmic background noise. The static crackled and hissed, obscuring the message. The technician adjusted the controls, trying to isolate the signal. It was a delicate process, like tuning an old radio, searching for a clear frequency. The sound waves danced on the screen, a visual representation of the elusive signal. It was a puzzle, a mystery waiting to be solved. The technician knew they had stumbled upon something significant, something that could change everything. But as they cleaned up the signal and analyzed the data, a chill ran down their spines. The message, once obscured by static, began to take shape. It was a series of numbers and coordinates, a message from the Argus. The scientists gathered around the screens, their faces illuminated by the glow of the monitors. They worked tirelessly, decoding the transmission, piecing together the fragments of the message. The room was filled with a tense silence, broken only by the occasional murmur of discovery. The data was clear. The Argus was transmitting from a place and time that defied explanation. It was the Argus transmitting from the past? The realization hit them like a tidal wave. The coordinates pointed to a location that the Argus had passed years ago. The message was a ghost, a remnant of a time long gone. It was as if the Argus was reaching out from the past, a spectral presence in the present. The scientists were left with more questions than answers. How was this possible? What did it mean? The echoes from the past had opened a door to a new mystery, one that would challenge their understanding of time and space. Section 7. A chronological paradox. The data was irrefutable. The Argus was sending signals from a point in space-time several decades in the past. It had somehow travelled back in time, defying all known laws of physics. The scientific community was in an uproar. Time travel, once the realm of science fiction, was now a tangible reality. But how was it possible? What secrets did the invisible planet hold? The implications were staggering. If time travel was possible, what did it mean for the past, present, and future? Was history immutable, or could it be altered? Section 8. The Invisible Planet's Secret. The scientific community threw itself into unraveling the mystery of the invisible planet and the time-traveling Argus. Theories ranged from wormholes and space-time distortions to advanced alien technology that manipulated the very fabric of reality. The invisible planet, once a celestial enigma, was now the key to unlocking the secrets of time itself. But with each answer, more questions arose. Was the invisible planet a natural phenomenon, or was it a creation of some advanced intelligence, and what was its purpose? Section 9. A universe of possibilities. The discovery of the invisible planet and the time-traveling Argus had shattered humanity's understanding of the universe. No longer were we confined to the linear progression of time. The past, present, and future were intertwined, interconnected in ways we were only beginning to comprehend. The universe, once thought to be a vast and empty expanse, was teeming with possibilities, with mysteries waiting to be unraveled. And as we stood on the precipice of this new era of discovery, one thing was certain: the journey had just begun.